Time for another stock review. It's Members Day today. We're making this during a live stream for our members, and we're doing free reviews for all our members today. I'm going to be here all day doing members reviews. We are back in the laboratory once again. Yes, biopharmaceuticals, once again studying sciences and all the rest of it. Ocuphire Pharma. What is this stock all about? Can we make money on this stock? Well, we're about to find out. Let's have a look. If it's your first time here, tap the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. We're going to use the most advanced algorithmic software. I'm going to share with you several things. We're going to look at the detailed chart, the basic chart, the history. Oops, today you can see it. We're going to look at the intrinsic value. We're going to go and look at the latest earnings. We're going to go and look at the chart up there. What is the company all about? We're going to do a back test against the S&P 500. All of that we're going to do right now. This is for our members, and we are going to provide another review of a stock here. Now remember, I only own the S&P 500. I'm impartial. I'm just here to share the facts and numbers for you to try and help people out. I'm only in the S&P. I don't pump and dump anything. However, I do rank number one for most of the stocks that we cover on YouTube. If you type in OCUP stock, a week from now, you might find we're in the top 2 or 3. It's the first one I've done, so probably won't be number one, but it might be 2 or 3. We rank number one for most of the stocks that we do regularly, nearly all of them, in fact, approaching 200 different stocks, which is nice, right? Okay, let's move on with the stock. What is it? Let's start with a nice basic bit of information, and we'll get into it as we go. So here we go. Ocuphire Pharma engages in the research and development of ophthalmic. I'm going to go for that. Ophthalmic. I love these ones. They always catch me out with really difficult words. Ophthalmic. I'm going to go for that. Biopharmaceutical products. It focuses on developing and commercializing therapies for the treatment of several eye disorders. The company was founded by Mina, Patel, Soouch, hope that's right, and Alan R. Meyer in February 2018 and headquartered in Farmington Hills, MI. The listed name is OCUP, Ocuphire Pharma, Michigan, 2018. Employees 14, very small company. CEO George McGrath. George, would love to have you on the show. We have a Meet the CEO series. We talk to CEOs all the time and love to have you on the show. If you'd like to be on the show, you can. Very, very easy. My investors, your investors will reach out to you. Either they'll set up a Facebook group or Reddit or some online group, or they'll email you this video along with the Invite the CEO video, which is down below in the description of this video. And I'd love to have you on the show talking about your business. I don't email anyone. I don't sell my services to anyone. The investors who watch my show do it for me. They email people and get them on the show, and then we interview them and they use our platform to talk about their products. It's not a promotional exercise. It's just a open, honest conversation to let the world know about what you do. But I'm not here to pump and dump anyone's stocks. I'm just here to tell everybody about you and let my investors make up their own minds. Okay. Now then, scrolling on down, if you're buying it on margin, it's regarded as a 100% requirement, 100% maintenance requirement. So it's very high risk. So just beware of that. Very, very low volume, which means the stock, that you might want to sell, but no one's buying. Or at least for the price that you want to sell your shares for. So difficult to get in and out quickly with this stock. You might have to drop the price and pay less and receive less. No dividend here. It's losing money, negative 3.53. Market cap, 43 million. A tiny company. This one we will rank very easily on YouTube. Small caps like this, we can move them. In fact, we can move stocks that are under $1 million, that are $1 million market caps. We've seen it happen They rank, we get some good news, everyone buys the stock and it goes up. Not for this, but we will rank for it, but we can't move it. And that isn't even my intention. It doesn't benefit me anyway, but I just let you know it does happen when we have small caps like this. 52-week high, 458, 52-week low, 150, volatility. What about the earnings? The earnings, the company isn't making any money at the moment. Let me have a look. Nope, it's losing money at the moment. Yes, it's losing money, but it's getting very close. It was earning money. Back here in 22, we had a period when it actually earned money. That's interesting. Go back on the investor pages of their history and see what happened here before and after. Why did we jump from making no money to a huge beat to back down? My guess is, from experience, pharmaceuticals, when did they IPO? Let me have a look. They IPO'd, was that IPO listed 2008? Right. So you can see it popped. IPOs very often did back then. They don't do it so much now. This, of course, this is in 2022. But if we look at Q4 of 22, let's have a look. 2022. It's not going to be. Let's do it over the last 5 years. 22. There was a pop. There we go. What date was it? It was... What date was this? Q4 of 22. So the end of 22. 22, July, September. About here. This is not really a good chart to see it, so I'm not going to be able to draw too much conclusion from that, so I'm not even going to try. But whatever it was, something occurred here which made the company profitable. I would imagine they're doing research, got some funding, made money on a new breakthrough product, potentially. You can go and check the history, and then perhaps trials failed, or they made massive investments, and we can see a bit of that in a minute. Made some big investments which haven't paid off yet. It could very well be that. Anyway. We don't have any more information from any other analyst on the stock. All right, so let's move over now and have a quick look at the business. Let's see a bit more what they do. Ocuphire, restoring vision and clarity. Ocuphire Pharma is a late clinical stage ophthalmic biopharmaceutical company focused on developing and commercializing therapies for treatment of retinal and refractive eye disorder. So, who are we? Who we are? Let's have a look. A clear focus on retinal and refractive eye disorders. Ocuphire Pharma is a clinical and ophthalmic biopharmaceutical company focused on developing and commercializing therapies for the treatment of retinal and refractive eye disorders, targeting front and back of the eye indications. Let's have a little look. These are their products. Our lead product candidate, APX330, is a twice-a-day oral tablet designed to inhibit, here come the big words, angiogenesis, there you go, it was not that hard, angiogenesis and inflammation pathways relevant to retinal and corroidal vascular diseases such as diabetic retinopathy and diabetic macular edema. All right, have we got any more information on their website? Latest news, let's have a quick look. Press release, anything new? June the 6th, they've just put this out. What are they saying here? Ocuphire Pharma announces presentations on the development of the APX3330 for diabetic retinopathy at retina meetings in June. Okay, that's some news. What about their latest earnings? It misses. negative 0.29 misses by 20, revenue of 1.71 misses by 2.96. Big miss then obviously on their earnings. If we look at a back test against the S&P, of course, if you'd bought this in 2015, which is back here, right here, December the 31st, 2014, you would now be in the S&P, you'd be up $10,000 would have returned you $30,000, you'd have 3x'd. $10,000 would now be worth $49. Ouch. Not nice at all, and that is with reinvesting dividends with the S&P. You can see the chart. So there you go. There's that big spike. Yeah, 2017. Something big happened here, fell away, and we've been pretty flatlining. Of course, it's not flatlining. There's lots of opportunity to trade this. If we come back to the main chart and we have a look at the chart and you go over the last 3 months, I bet you see lots of volatility. This kind of stock is a trading chart. It's only a long-term investment if you know what products are coming out and what they're going to do, and will it get breakthroughs? Will they have any? Will they be sued? Will they have any problems or whatever? All of that will be. You need to dive deeper into the history of the company. Look at all the products. It's not for me. I find these stocks incredibly risky. You've got to really know your stuff. If you like this kind of thing, better to opt for an ETF or a Pfizer or a J&J that ends up buying out these sort of companies. Unless you're going to do a lot of research on the science and what's going on, extremely risky. But as you can see, these do present extreme volatility. Look at that. Buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, all of that. And that's what a lot of people do with these penny stocks. They are trading machines, and there you go. Right, let's move on now to the numbers of the business and see if this business makes sense. There's no DCF valuation here, so the intrinsic value is unreliable. So the fact it says 65% undervalue could be, but it's unreliable because we don't have all information, because the stock is what it is, doesn't provide enough information for us to really get a grip of the valuation. 19 million, very small company. However, in 2025, with our new product we just spoke about, they're expecting a very nice S-curve. So if you like high risk, you know about this company, this could be a potential, because we've got estimates now firing off just next year. So that's very good. Down at the moment, undervalued potentially, lot of negativity. Look, but now 2025, boom. Of course, only estimates, but we're expecting to see a nice rebound. So if you like this sector, this could be a buy for you, but you need to know the science behind it and what it's doing, and is it likely to, compete against competition. 51 million in assets, 47 million in cash. I always worry a bit about a business that just has a load of money. You might go, well, that's not a bad thing. Well, it is, because if you've just got a load of money and you don't do anything or sell anything, I mean, on paper, you look great. If you gave me $10 and I had no bills, no running expenses, my balance sheet would be perfect. Look at me with my $10. I've got loads of, I'm great. This is a very, very expensive business to be in. You need billions to be able to be successful in this industry. They've got 51 million assets, 47 in cash. Sounds great. Loads of money. Thank you very much. But all you're really doing is, if you're not making money from the money, as in breakthrough technologies, whatever, successful research, you're just earning interest on the cash, then I'm just buying my own money, because I could put my money in the bank in an interest paying asset fund and earn money myself. I don't need to give you my money to invest my cash, which I'm giving to you. You see what I'm saying? So if they've got loads of cash and it's nearly all their assets, they're just a giant bucket of money. the money's got to do something, not just sit in a fund, because I can put my money in a fund and earn the same interest. So anyway, 51 million, it's good. The balance sheet will look good, but what are they doing with the money? They've got no long-term debt. Their balance sheet is going to look great. But again, that can be very misleading. You set up a business with money, then use the money to build a business. A lot of people say, if I only had some money, I could build a business. No, you need a great idea and a great product and a great service and be able to execute. It's like if everyone gave me $1 million, it wouldn't make my YouTube channel any better, because $1 million, I've got all the equipment I need. I've got to earn some money to fix things, maintain things, but I don't need $1 million, because I don't need what am I going to have? Holographic cameras? I mean, what do I need? So, money doesn't fix all problems. There you go. Profitability, 36. So that's pretty good. They're making money from what they're doing, but overall they're not making profit, of course. But solvency is 70%. Brilliant. They've got a really good balance sheet. They're not going to go bust. So you can invest in them knowing they're not going to go bust. But can you make any money from them? That's the question. Probably as a trading stock, unless you're hoping for some big miracle cure or miracle something. The good news is, look, insiders are buying. Insiders are buying. We like that. That's a good sign. Good sign. Short interest, only a bit. It's very small cap. No one's talking about it. No one's talking about it. Look, no news, no trends, no sentiment, nothing. Very little interest. So, what can I draw from this? Let me give my final thoughts on it. If you like this sector, this could be a good one. It looks potentially undervalued. We don't know for certain it's undervalued because some of the metrics are missing, but potentially it's undervalued. Potentially Wall Street are giving good potential growth. It has cash. Doesn't have any debts, but cash on itself, what does that really mean? But it does have cash. It's not going anywhere. It's got a good balance sheet. What we do like is the estimates for the earnings going parabolic, S-curve. That's good. The new product, if that works out, it could work out very nicely. Alternatively, you could just buy an ETF that contains these kind of stocks, or you could buy Pfizer, J&J, those type of stocks who end up acquiring these companies. That could be something you could do in preference. But this is a potential buy. I don't buy it. I only own the S&P. I don't pump and dump stock, so I'm not here to promote the stock. However, it's small enough to get noticed on YouTube. We will rank number 1, I would imagine, if we do another follow-up video, so we can put the word out. So I'm going to give it a potential buy for those that like this stock. For those that like this stock, that will look into studying a bit more about the company, the product, when's it going to come out, who's the customers, how much money can they make, because the estimates look like it's going to do very well. And it's not got the debt position. It's got the potential. So it's a potential buy from me. And because it will rank on YouTube and I'm giving it a potential buy, this could do well. This could do well. So click above my head for martynlucas.com, Alpha Spread. All my members get a free plan, or they get a lifetime discount on the plan. And it makes my membership for free. Down below in the description, I'll put it there, and I'll put the playlist for Ocuphire Pharma. Over here and over here, I'll put the playlist for Alpha Spread, all the reviews I've done, and I'll put the playlist for Sensei's reviews down here as well. He does all the charts down here. And if you join Sensei on Sunday, he will, if you ask him, if you remember, he'll do a chart for you and find the buy and sell zones for this, so you can get further information and be able to trade the stock. So there you go. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.